Beard and FRIENDz. Selfie, self-care, and self-checkout. Episode 79. Rated R. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Big Beard and FRIENDz episode 79. Now, today we're going to talk about selfies, self-care, and my favorite, self-checkout. Look, when it comes to selfies, what are we doing here? Selfies, right? We know what a selfie is. They've been around for a while. Some people use them to their advantage. Some people use them for attention. Some people use them to show the progress they've done in exercising. Some people do it because they're vain. Some people do it right. Everybody's got something to say about somebody's selfie. When in reality, who cares? Everything's a selfie. Everything's a point of view from your phone or from the eye of wherever that is. Now, when you do selfies, what do you think? What do you think when you do it? Do you do stuff like, well, let's see how many likes I can get? Or do you do something like, let's see if I can go viral? Or let's show off my butt. Let's show off my bandana. Let's show off my beard. Whatever you do with a selfie, if one person doesn't like it, who cares, right? If everybody else liked it, would it really make you feel good? Trust me, I'm the guy who really don't care if I get likes or not. I care about, liking my page, but every single little thing that I do on there, I don't need a like on everything. I would like it, right? I would love it. We'd love it if that's your job, right? Duck face. Oh my God, look at me. Why? I'm not making fun of nobody. I can't. You've got to respect yourself before you do it. You've got to always know what you're going to put in there. Some things can be better left alone. Some people don't need selfies. Whatever. I'm just trying to say. Looks crazy after a while, doesn't it? We walk around with our hands up like this, my hands down this. Even the vloggers, even me, I do it too. Oh no, selfie. Respect yourself first before you let anybody else disrespect you. For real. Who cares? Selfies. Oh wow, a groupie. Which brings me on to my next topic, which is self-care. Self-care. When you go through this life absolutely not worried about yourself, I think something's wrong. Once again, these may be opinions of mine. This is not, nobody's paid opinion or anything like that. Just me. You got to take care of yourself. Self-care from the inside out, even mentally, physically, any lees you want. I really believe that is as well important. There are so many people that do not, work on themselves. And I'm one to talk. Right now, I'm hurting in certain spots. My tooth is hurting. My back is hurting. I got my foot, my leg. I'm getting old, But I'm trying. I'm trying to stay the workout, trying to do some cardio, trying to do some exercise. I mean, what other guy do you know lost 40 pounds and I'm still fat? I'm just saying. But I think mainly if I lost the beard, maybe. No, maybe. Nah, I don't know. But self is important. Don't let anybody talk down to you. I'm trying to be older and trying to get wiser, and it's hard. And maybe it's not hard for people like yourself or anybody watching, but it's hard for a guy like me to try to be right. I don't think I'm wrong. I just mean to do better. I'm so used to just being myself. doing things probably irrational or dumb or getting excited all the time, that nobody really knows. You know, what I'm going through, or if they do, they don't say it. I try not to put my problems on people because my life is not your life. You know, I chose this life. You chose your life. I don't hate. I can't hate. And I don't like it when people hate. I mean, I told somebody the other day that I think I'm a horrible person. And they started asking me why, and I just started reflecting on my demeanor and things that I do. And he's like, "No, you're not a horrible person. You're just so real that some people aren't used to that." And I'm like, we often hear that, but I don't have the ability to always be mean. But I will tell you this: I will eat my words, and everything I've ever said will go straight out the window on a certain people. And people go, "Well, you're no better. Look at him. He's a hypocrite." Call me what you want. You can only push somebody's buttons so much. I don't care who you are, what you've done in your life, or where you're going, or where you've been, or where you're at, or what you're not going. You can only push somebody so much. And I heard a sermon the other day at my church that said, people, it's different when they're toxic, and it just ain't no way it's going to work. When they're toxic, no, stay away. It can be family, it can be friends, it can be school teachers, it can be anything, anybody. Toxic to you, it's not good. It's not good. I have tried myself. I've cried to myself, and I've tried myself, as I was saying, to the point where I thought I was really the bad person. I thought I was the thing that was wrong. And I started really thinking about, that's not true. I don't understand how somebody, it's happened, but I still don't understand. It's happened to me, but I don't understand how you let somebody ruin your life and never take up for yourself or never say nothing to them, even if it ends up with them, wanting to fight you, whatever it may be. I like to end situations quickly, like, stop it. We're not doing things. But if you're a toxic person, I don't care if you're family, friend, foe, certain people are just not welcome back in your life. And when you put your foot down, hey, I'm so sick and tired of people like, "Oh, that's, they're this to you," or "That's your kinfolk," or, "You do this," or "You've known them 40 years. Who cares? There's no excuse for somebody completely berating you day in and day out and being so negative to you that you just don't want to get out of bed. And it happens way more than we think all the time. Not me. I'm fed up with it. I am a good friend. Damn good friend. I promise. Without even being biased. But I make a bad enemy. Everything that I talk about being negative, I mean it. Negative is no good. I like to be positive. I like positivity, no negativity. But like I said, certain things and certain people, trials and tribulations arise. Toxicity is a lot different. Don't need to be in your life. Don't need to be around. That's part of the self-care. Inside out. If you let people treat you a certain way, they will always look at you like that. They will always think they can get away with it. That is not the case. If you need any encouraging words, let me know. From a bad relationship, is mine worse than yours? Was yours worse than mine? I don't even care about that. The scenario of negative and toxic in relationships and families and friends has got to go. It has got to stop. Why do we hate people because they sin differently than you? "Oh, I don't use the word sin, Big Beard, because I don't believe in religion." Whatever. I didn't say it was about religion all the time, but I still use my choice of words. Not that somebody said that, but I'm saying. Actually, somebody had told me that. I can't talk your way because I don't believe in religion. Okay. What makes your God better than mine? What makes... I didn't say none of that. Well, God didn't write the Bible. Look, you didn't read it either. I might look like I eat small children, okay? But I know which side the bread is buttered when it comes to my religion, to my self-care. This is what helps me. I don't always meditate, but I read. I talk daily to the Lord before I even start my day. And while I'm starting my day and throughout the day. That's part of my self-care, which I think is very important. I keep stressing this. I think it's very important. I'm going to move on to something a little different right now. See if you guys are ready for this one. It's simply self-checkouts. Now, I chose this one to talk about last because I did. And I could be lengthy on it. I might not be. But check this out. I have been seeing this trend about, I don't do self-checkout. It puts people out of a job. I don't do self-checkout because I don't want to bag my own groceries. I don't want to do self-checkout because blah, 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 blah. Now, if you don't do self-checkout, it's okay. Make sure we got things going on here, I think. Sorry. If you don't, I'm not hating on the fact that you don't do it. But instead of looking at it like it's going to put people out of jobs, some of these putting out of jobs, these people can now go do something else perhaps. Perhaps get something else done in the store. I mean, face it. You don't like self-checkout. Most people don't. But in the case of Walmart, you've got 32 registers and 4 open anyway. Now, I like self-checkout because most of the things I get, I want to do myself. I want to go on. I don't want to wait in line. I don't want to be that close to somebody. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood. Sometimes I get 4 items and I'm in line. Of those 1 out of 32, the 4 that are open, I'm in line. I have 4 items and somebody has 4 buggies, 4 carts, shopping carts, whatever you want to call them, trolley, whatever. I don't like that either. You know what, though? Sometimes people do self-checkouts because they don't like going in public. They don't like talking. They got some kind of phobia or something's issue where they don't want to talk to somebody. Sometimes the cashier's messed up. Your order, or got something wrong on me. Sometimes you're messed up. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. You're going to have these situations. Now, once again, I'll just keep wanting to reiterate, if you don't do self-checkout, I think that's fine. But I think it's redundancy to say, oh, it's putting people out of a job. Actually, it's not. The more they get in there, now I'm sure some stores are different, but the more they get in there, they even have to have people that come service them. So that's actually creating jobs. You still have to put the paper in it. You have to do the certain money thing. You have to service it. Now that I expect, there is workers for it. But if you're a Walmart or a place that has everything open, all 30 registers, and the self-checkout, and there's somebody in everyone, to me, that's a waste. Unless you're a busy store. Now, real quick, I agree that when they have 32 registers and 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever are open, I think that's asinine. But once again, when you go in there for bread, milk, and eggs, and the occasional Snickers bar, and you pull up an aisle register 2, and it has 2 people in there full of groceries, and register 8 that they have open is having issues, and they're down at the moment, and then this one, there's something with something. Somebody's food stamps don't work, somebody's card don't work, somebody got different groceries, somebody's got to go back and get something, somebody's got to call the manager to come turn key. You got to do the same thing at self-checkout. And don't worry, I get it. But I just want to touch on that because I think it's so many people. Now, what I'm seeing the most, and this may touch some people, are the boomers, if you will. Whatever word that is. The older folks, the whatever. They're the ones complaining, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I can remember being back in the day of brown bagging things, and I would want to help. Me being a young kid, or even seeing my parents or somebody I was with leaning over and be like, I get it, I got it. Why did they not care to do things like that? Now, some people, they don't even care. Some people go like me, where the convenience is. I look up, once again, lines are open, they're full, Self-checkout, even the express lane's full, yeah, I'm going to self-checkout. Now, if you want to wait in line for that one item that you got to prove your point, yeah, whatever. Childish, dumb, whatever. My opinion. Did I say you're right, wrong? No, I'm not going to tell you that. But I do think this. I do think that a whole self-checkout thing shouldn't be as many registers. I think there should be one or two or whatever the case have you. And I do think that more people need to be on the registers. Now, if they're cutting back on all this and still firing people or letting people go or moving them to a department where it's not needed, that's on them, and I think that could be redundant as well. I don't know. It's just, I've been seeing a lot. I make observations on sometimes things that I see, and I speak on this, and these are one of the things I've been seeing is everybody hates self-checkout, and it seems to be the older folks. Do I blame them? No. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Do I say they're right? No. Do I say they're wrong? No. I just think of all things that we can complain about in this world, an opinion here, that self-checkout. I know a guy who goes to self-checkout, and every time he goes, I hate it here. I hate this place. Well, but you still go. Well, it's the only place that I can... Right, it's the only place that's convenient for you. It's there for you. They're trying... And you're still complaining. Everybody's different. I've never complained about self-checkout. That's just me. I like it. The only thing I don't like is like, dude, I just got my beer. Well, they got to come see your ID. I understand the law. But that's one of mine. Like, I'm over here checking it out. If I'm just over here, whatever, I understand. See, it didn't make any sense to you. Why are you getting mad at ID? It's beer. It's the alcohol. Whatever. That's just one of the things. Self-checkout drives people mad. Oh, me. Guys, look. Thank you for tuning in on this Friday and seeing what I have in store. Check out the podcast on Spotify and Facebook once again. And I'm going to have some guests. I got some guys in the future that you can only hear on the Spotify and the video cast. And I've also got some people that you can only hear on the podcast. So, what are those three things that I say here? Love, peace, chicken grease. Later, guys. Thanks for watching.
Presentation.